Speedway Anywhere on Blog Talk Radio/Speedway Anywhere with your crew chief,
Come on in. Speedway Anywhere time, where checking past is a good thing. Speedway Anywhere at youtube.com/Speedway Anywhere. The Speedway Anywhere on Blog Talk Radio. You follow it, I'll provide it. I'm your host, Q. So call it Maydays, call it Cinco de Mayo, call it MayHem. I'm just calling it 2023, and it has not disappointed. My God. How's everyone feeling about the year so far? I mean, we've seen everything, and it's only May. So let's unpack some of it. Josh Berry has been the official, unofficial Harvick Hendrick driver. See how I did that? Harvick Hendrick. So he's been super sub for Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott. And now we found out that he's going to be the new driver over at Stewart-Haas. Most likely the number 4, could be the number 10, but nothing is official yet. So I'm loving this. But he heads out of the Chevy camp and makes announcement that he'll be joining the Ford camp at Stewart-Haas. So that's big news. I'm getting lost in my notes, but that suits me fine. Huge Harvick fan. Sorry to see him go. I guarantee he hasn't spent his final ride in the Cup Series. But speaking of Barry subbing for Chase Elliott, Chase is once again benched. This time not for injury, but for his actions behind the wheel when he right hooked a car at Charlotte. Was that Denny Hamlin? There's a lot that's went on. So Chase is benched, and what's his butt? My least favorite driver on the map, Corey LaJoie, will be filling in for Chase. He doesn't deserve a ride like that, but whatever's clever. I don't care. But yeah, Josh Berry, he won't be the sub going into the race that Chase Elliott will sit out at St. Louis. So let's move forward. So we have North Wilkesboro back on the books. One official race for the Truck Series and one for the Cup All-Star race. Yes, the All-Star race was a runaway, lackluster. Kyle Larson won it, got the million. I expected a lot more of that race to be exciting, but I will say that the All-Star Open and the Truck Series race and the qualifier events for the All-Star were definitely interesting. So, welcome back, North Wilkesboro. And either way, we have North Wilkesboro back, and I'm totally psyched that for the first time ever, a track has been brought back from the dead. Looks like Rockingham perhaps will be the next. They're not going to let that track go. And I'm all for that. I'm wordless. And because that was one of my original historic tracks. I mean, we're talking that Darlington almost lost its races. And now we're back to 2 at Darlington every year. I mean, we're talking about the Southern frickin' 500. And that almost disappeared as progress took over with all the cookie cutter mile and a halves. So I also think 2023 has shown us what's arguably one of the best races ever. The Cup Series at Kansas back on May 7th. Seems like fans agree. Daytona 500 1979 will never be beat as the best race ever. But Kansas, May 2023 is easily number 2. It had it all. The restarts were phenomenal. The cars fanning out, only rivaled by the restarts at Phoenix. The progressive banking at Kansas made for 3-wide racing. And that was only rivaled by, if you ask me, and I'm prejudiced on this, Homestead, Miami. The race even had a fight after the event between Chastain and Gregson. The last lap pass of Larson by Hamlin, where, I'm sorry, if you're leading on the final lap, you better have the speed, or the guy in second is going to hook you. And that's exactly what Hamlin did. And you can't argue with it. But it was just great when Larson was being interviewed and staring up at the front stretch screens and saw the scuffle and a punch that was audible when Chastain, hey, it was audible. So what hasn't May had? That was that race had it all. I know I'm leaving out a lot, but like I started this, I'm trying to unpack a bunch. I've only touched on the month of May. I haven't mentioned everything since Daytona. Here we are, just over halfway through the regular season. We're on race 14. And, oh, did I mention that Joseph Newgarden finally won the Indy 500? That don't suck. Also, throughout the month of May, there won't be a Triple Crown winner. We have two different winners at the Kentucky Derby. Oh, I'm getting mail. And I'm getting more. And Kentucky Derby and the Preakness in the horsepower of a different color. So May has definitely not disappointed. At the time of this recording, it's June 1st, and I'm loving it all. So thanks for checking it out, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe, hit the like button. It helps the channel out and helps the channel grow and encourage more content to keep coming. I'm always here. The more demand, the more I give. Till next time, this is Speedway Anywhere, and a checkered past is a good thing.
Speedway Anywhere on Blog Talk Radio, your source for stock car, any car, or anything, no matter how many wheels.